Hello everyone and welcome along to another episode of Motortown. We are very quickly getting through this week. It feels like a very quick week indeed. But we're here and we're at the coal mine. Because today we have a bit of an unusual challenge. It's one I hadn't heard about before. Yesterday in fact was the first time I heard about it. And it is a fantastic challenge. It's great fun. But we all know that I have a king of coal that can do the coal runs like it's nothing, but it's heavily modified, very expensive. This is not it. This, if I jump inside it, you'll see by the mileage, is a nearly brand new truck. I have done this journey once before, that's why it's got the 4 miles on it. This is a brand new dumpy, near enough, and all it has modified to it is locked diffs on both rear axles. Other than that, the engine has been downgraded to 260 horsepower. So it's not even got the standard engine in it, it has the least powerful engine in it. And this is, of course, if you haven't heard of it before, the Downgraded Dumpy challenge. It would never ever happen with iron. If you can do this with iron, you are an absolute legend. But with coal, I've done it once and I'm going to try and do it again. The biggest problem is these first 2 hills. As you can see, they are just a bit of a challenge. But with the amount of times we've done this journey, we're quite good at this now. You don't actually have to go across this bridge, by the way. You can go through the river to the right hand side of it there. I think you can go through on the left as well, but if you're struggling with getting across this bridge, just go through the river. I like to use the bridge because it's just what I'm used to. I've always used the bridge. That doesn't work for Lambos though. Lambos still drown in that, in case you were wondering and ever decided to take a Lambo up here. Lambos don't like water, especially not when they're upside down. But key to this is have your settings done right, so no traction control, no anti-tip assist, and keep it in drift mode. And I'm going to try and take this hill in third. Didn't quite make it in third, but that's the next most difficult hill. Everything past this point is surprisingly easy for saying this thing is completely stock. Stock suspension, stock anti-roll bars, stock everything. Literally all I've done to this truck is the locked rear diff, downgraded engine, and I threw some paint at it. It was pink and white because our Discord member and moderator, Willow, has been offline for a couple of days, recovering from their first tattoo, which is absolutely awesome to see. So congratulations to Willow in the comments, please. And you can see photographs of Willow's tattoo in the Discord. It's really cool, and it's really awesome to see. But because it's first tattoo and it's on their arm, it's quite uncomfortable to play Motortown just now, so they're taking a couple of days off. So when I was using this truck yesterday to do things to give the essence of Willow on the server, I had a similar colour scheme to what Willow uses, but for this video I couldn't quite remember what the King of Coal used to look like, but I think it was red and yellow, and I had these colours saved, so you can let me know in the comments, is this what the King of Coal used to look like? I had flames on it, which obviously this one does not, but this is certainly not the King of Coal, but the Dumpy is just a brilliant little truck. Even with absolutely no power at all. It's just doing this as if it is fully modified, and it absolutely is not. It's really one you've got to try for yourself because it shouldn't work. Everything tells you that it's going to be really, really hard, and it isn't. So if you have never done a coal run before and you're new to the game, or maybe you just haven't really bothered to do the coal runs yet, you just get yourself a dumpy. You just throw some lock diffs on it. The engine it comes with, or the downgraded engine, or really any engine, you can put a hamster wheel under the bonnet and it would probably still do this and no problem at all. No fancy tune required. That's the first mile of this run done already, and funnily enough I actually think it drives slightly better than the King of Coal that is fully modified. It's a little bit more tippy than this one. This one has a little bit of bounce in the suspension which stops it just throwing it over. So I might detune the King of Coal slightly to make it drive a little bit more like this one, but obviously with more power. But even with no power, look at this little dumpy go. And I don't think there's a way I can show you what vehicle info. There you go. It does indeed have the 260 horsepower engine. I don't think there's any way I can show you if there's any suspension upgrades or anything like that, but take my word for the fact that there isn't. I literally only have locked diffs on the rear. But if you don't believe me, try it yourself. This one was suggested to me by a member of the server called Epic, who'd asked if I'd ever done it before, and I hadn't. So a few of us went and picked up a set of dumpies, put lock diffs on it, and downgraded the engines, and we had great fun. It makes for really good convoys because all the trucks are identical, so we were running really close together, and it was just good fun. That is in fact a tree. Trees do make for effective brakes, but they do tend to brake more than just the momentum of the truck. They also tend to brake the truck. So obviously without the suspension upgrades, you do have to go a little slower through corners and plan your attack of the hills. But other than that, it's a really fun challenge, and it's one I actually want to expand upon and see what other kind of basic vehicles can actually do this run. If a dumpy can do it with the smallest engine, can a stock Titan do this run? With the dump trailer? I think a stock Atlas would manage absolutely fine. My favourite corner, I call this a lag bridge because it doesn't matter how many times I do this run, every single time, either side of that bridge, I get lag, no matter what I do. That's the first section of the road done. Now we're on to the slightly wider, but arguably equally as challenging section. And I did... Oh, there's a tip. That was 100% a skill issue. But when I did this yesterday, I took the long way at the pond. I'm going to attempt to go through the pond and see if the little dumpy can actually take that shortcut without any of the upgrades. Look at that, we got a very, very small amount of air there and everything. So let me know in the comments, have you tried this challenge? Have you tried any other challenges that are equally fun or more fun? And how did you get on if you have tried this challenge as well? I think I got the back of this truck wrong. I think it was a brighter yellow on the King of Coal, and it might have been a green cab as well. I can't remember now. It's now got that really cool sort of faded layer sort of colour with like almost tiger stripes across it. I can't remember what colour it used to be, but this demonstrates exactly why I chose the Dumpy to win the King of Coal name, because all the trucks can do coal, but the Dumpy just seems to do it better. It seems to do it, it's easier for the Dumpy. I haven't even got spotlights on this thing to make it brighter at night, but I do have my moon brightness up to 500%, so hopefully when the sun finishes going down, it will still be bright enough for you guys to see. You'll have to let me know in the comments if my settings need tweaked again. But here we are at the pond. Now, you don't save a great deal of time doing this. It's not like a groundbreaking shortcut, but it is a fun little extra challenge. The trick is to go as slow as you can. If you carry any sort of speed, you will either go too far into the water or you'll tip. But even this standard Dumpy has just done that no problem at all, which is insane. This is an awesome dump truck, and it's not too expensive either. I can't remember how much it is. I think it was 150,000. So it's very much an early game friendly truck. And before I tackle this next hill, I can actually check here. You need to be driver level 10 and truck level 5 by the looks of it to drive one of these, and I imagine it's the same to own one. Could be wrong on that. Right, that bogs down a little bit, but it just keeps on pulling. Final drive is as it comes from the truck dealership and everything. I have not changed anything at all like that. It's literally the quickest tune you could put on something. 2 lock diffs and then downgrade the engine. You actually make a bit of money back, because I'm pretty sure that the smaller engine is worth less than the money you get back from selling the stock engine. So obviously with a more powerful engine, it would do this hill no problem at all. I mean, the King of Coal just barely even notices this hill. Now, there's a little bit of effort to be had in that regard when climbing, but challenge is maybe a bit of a strong word for what this is. This is just showing off, really. But it just shows you all that time and effort that was put into upgrading the Dumpy wasn't really needed. And like I said, I think that this handles a little bit better because it's less bouncy, so I might reduce the spring sort of stiffness on the King of Coal to make it not as rigid. It's very stiff, and all these bumps in the road cause it to bounce around, which in turn cause it to have a nap. So the way I'm working these hills is, of course, I'm in drift mode, and when I come to a stop I hold the handbrake, rev the truck up, and then hold it in gear. So I use auto shift still, so that's how I'm managing to kind of pull my way up the hills. But there's no turbo, there's no intake or anything, so if it's working for me, it absolutely should work for you. So any issues, just hold the handbrake, rev the truck up, and then let go of the handbrake while holding the throttle all the way down, and kind of dumps the clutch, if you will, and spikes the throttle. You do still bog down, but if you're on mouse and keyboard, it is shift to hold it in gear if you're using the auto shift, and on the Xbox controller it is B. I don't know about any other controllers or steering wheels, but if in doubt, check your controller settings in the options menu, and it's called burnout, the option. So the keybind to do a burnout is the one you're looking for. It just holds you in a gear, and it makes auto shift far more usable for the off-road stuff. All of the off-road driving I've done, in fact all of the driving, the entire time I've been playing this game of nearly 300 hours at this point, I've never done manual shifting. So auto shift's one of those things that maybe being in manual shifting is more efficient and definitely has its uses, but normally you can get by on auto shift if you use the burnout button and the handbrake trick and things like that. But that's us arriving at our destination. A bit of a shorter run today, but beyond this point it's really just highway driving, so really any truck would do that, so it doesn't really come into the challenge. And on the plus side, you can get a contract from here, which I do love a contract. I mean, who doesn't love a contract? Of course, if you haven't been here before, this is what the latest update has done to this coal storage area. There is now fuel storage and log storage here, which is cool. So there we are, 80,000 for 18 minutes of work, which is not bad at all. And as you can see, we can also pick the coal up from here and take it elsewhere. So you can use your dumpies to bring coal here, and that will fill this area up to mean that you can take it elsewhere and potentially even contract stack with coal, which is always a fun and cool concept. Contract stacking is the best thing ever. Why get paid once when you can get paid multiple times for the same cargo? But with that being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and I think I mentioned it earlier in the video, but if not, there is the photo of the week competition going on again this week, so somewhere in the video you should have seen the top 3 photos as voted for by the Discord server for last week. They will be shown all this week. Winner of course being Flashiny, who has also got the photo of the week winner gold title in the Discord server. And if you're interested in partaking in that, the link to Discord is down below. There is a subsection there with the rules and the info of how to participate and how to vote, and you are absolutely in for a chance of winning the role and having your pictures featured in videos in the coming weeks. But if you like this video, hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, you can of course subscribe, and let me know in the comment section down below if you've tried the Downgraded Dumpy challenge, and even if you just want a shout out, drop me a comment down below. I do read the comments out in videos. But that's all I've got time for today. Thank you all very kindly for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.